Hey User World, I am back with another video. I've got a good size haul to show you with a variety of things, including shoes, jewelry, clothing, a handbag, of course. And the winter sales are going on right now, so I've been sporadically, very carefully purchasing things here and there that I thought are a good deal. And of course, I've been posting Instagram stories, so if you aren't following me there, definitely do so that way you can see what I'm curating for you and what I'm personally interested in, and you might as well. So let's just get right into it. An item I picked up from Everlane is this funnel neck sweater I'm currently wearing. You know I love my turtlenecks, my funnel necks, my half necks, my mock necks, anything that has a word neck in the title. I'm just like, yes, you have my attention. It's a very cozy sweater. It is machine washable. That's kind of the criteria I prefer nowadays. Yes, I love cashmere. Yes, I love wool, but if I have to take it to the dry cleaners, I hesitate a little bit more just because I have to love it enough to deal with the maintenance of cashmere. So it looks like it is a pretty casual piece, but in my outfit try-ons and the different ways to style this, you will see that yes, it looks kind of mushy, kind of cozy. It looks like a lounge piece wears, but you can actually wear out to dinner, to lunch, and still look really put together as long as you have an entire outfit planned out, and it's gonna look really nice. So I do love this one, and it was like, I think also $35 or $39. So a really good deal, 70% off. I wouldn't pay full price for Everlane. I don't think I ever did. So definitely check out their sales section there. The next item I picked up from Everlane is this pleated skirt, and you know I love my pleated skirts. This is by far my favorite one just because it's got the wide band elastic. It's so much more comfortable. There's only like an extra small left, so if stars align for you, definitely snag this. This is the most comfortable pleated skirt I have ever worn. Hopefully they'll bring it back, but the wide band right up here is incredibly comfortable. It doesn't dig into your gut. You know, I've got like the little whole muffin top happening, so it just feels really nice. You can easily pair a belt over this, and it is just the most beautiful material, very comfortable. So if you go out to dinner, you decide to have a big meal, don't worry, this skirt has got you. I have two more items that are fantastic from Everlane. I also picked up these sneakers, and of course I don't need any more white sneakers and leather sneakers. I've got two pairs of Echo leather sneakers as backup, but they're just so good. But I wanted to try out Everlane since they do call this the Treadbear. It is their lightest weight leather sneakers, and these are just fantastic. They're actually incredibly comfortable. I did wear these around the house already. This is not a completely white pair of sneakers. These are a little bit more milky beige, and I thought it was perfect. Instead of having a stark white sneaker, this one might feel a little bit more soft when you're pairing with your other clothing that might be like the bold black or the bold white that you're wearing. This one can just be a really nice balancing kind of anchor as you're wearing it out with the rest of your outfit. They do have the padding on the sole here, so it's going to be incredibly comfortable for you to wear all day as you're running errands, or you're wearing these on vacation where you're taking 25,000 steps. So good on you if you do, right? So you definitely want a reliable pair of sneakers if you're going to be walking a lot. Now, I love the detail of this where you can see the Everlane is just very, very inconspicuous on the tongue of the sneaker as well as on the back. Really different about the details is that this little crimping or the little sawtooth, I guess, detail on the side where I thought it was very special. It's not just going to be a straight line across. It gives it a little bit more visual appeal or texture to a very simple leather sneaker. So highly recommend. They're incredibly comfortable. Just a solid pair of shoes for a really fantastic price. The last item I picked up from Everlane are these really tall boots. So it comes in a really nice box. I did pick up these very unexpectedly shiny leather boots. You name these the riding boots. I don't have a pair of riding boots, so I was like, sure, why not? But then they ended up being a little too shiny for my preference. But I think I could definitely style this, especially maybe as rain boots. But they're pretty comfortable. I did go up an entire size just because I got some Asian calves, they're tree trunks. So I was able to wear this and it fit very nicely. I can even stuff my jeans in there. And usually that I have to wear either leggings or very, very tight skinny jeans in order for me to fit anything inside of a pair of boots. But this one, which I'll show you in a second here as I put the outfit together, I was able to wear boot cut jeans and be able to shove everything inside these boots. So they are very high quality. It is leather exterior, leather interior, and leather soles. So these were $100. I honestly think that when Everlane goes on sale, the pricing is just pretty fair, reasonable, and fantastic. The next two pieces I picked up from Aurate, if I'm saying that correctly, but this is another indie brand from New York City that I have been eyeballing and appreciating, and I'm totally going into my jewelry era this year. I kind of have found that I want to start collecting pieces that are no longer gold vermeil. I want solid gold pieces. I want diamonds, no more moissanite. I am done with moissanite. I know that everybody's just talking about how moissanite is just as good as diamond. It is a fraction of cost, but I'll show you a couple pieces later. And my mind has been completely changed and I've just gone down a complete rabbit hole of looking at jewelry. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with jewelry, and I've never been a jewelry person. And I'm just like, what is happening to me? Am I getting old? I don't know. Why do I like jewelry so much now all of a sudden? In any case, they do have a couple sales going on. So I've been paying attention to that so that I can try out some of their pieces. And they are these beautiful rose gold flower earrings. And they're dainty. They were quite dainty so that they're not like a super statement piece. And I think they're just beautiful to wear as an everyday piece or just going out. And they are really interesting because they're modular as well. So it does come with this bottom piece right here, which has a bunch of flowers. But then you can also take the studs off and wear it as this tiny little stud right here. So there's a couple ways of you wearing it, and I thought that was a very creative idea. Their packaging is actually pretty nice. It does come with a little care card, and they do have this adorable little pouch with a magnet. So if you want to go traveling, you can just bring this case. You know, Valentine's Day is literally just around the corner. So you could definitely pick this up for yourself, or if you want to pick this up or ask, put this on your wish list saying, hey, sounds like you haven't bought me anything for Valentine's Day. Here are a couple options to make it easier on them, I guess. Personally, I don't really care about Valentine's Day. To me, that's just another Hallmark holiday to, for marketing purposes, right? And restaurants and the whole roses thing, I don't really care about that. I told my boyfriend, like, if you're gonna go all out, it better be on my birthday, because that's very specific to me. So the other piece that I picked up from them, again, it comes with a really cute jewelry piece. And it's gone. Whew, I thought I lost it. It's actually just in this pouch. Is this beautiful gold ring. So it's pretty simple. It's beautiful. It's solid gold. It'll be a nice stackable ring. I wish I purchased this in a larger one, because a larger size, just because my fat fingers, they're meaty. And if I eat too much salt, my fingers do blow up quite a bit. So I wish I got in a size bigger, but it's not a big deal. But I plan on doing a stacking kind of thing with this solid gold ring. The quality is beautiful. Is it the most unique? No, it's not. But sometimes you just need a couple simple pieces. And this one is definitely that, which is really funny because it fits on my thumb, but then it doesn't fit on my index finger. It's good quality pieces that you can consider purchasing from, because sometimes they're doing 10% off, 15% off. I've seen up to 25 or 30% off depending on the holiday and whatnot. I think they are doing something special for Valentine's Day. So definitely go check it out, because I do want to start collecting the 24 karat gold, the 14, 18 karat gold, so that I don't have to worry about taking it off during when I'm showering, or that metallic smell to your fingers when you're wearing, your jewelry. I just don't want to deal with that, and I hate that smell. All right, let's go over another pair of shoes. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me wore the shit out of this already, and so many of you have reached out saying, hey, where are those shoes? They look like Adidas Sambas, but they're not. These are a British brand from Gola. They are the Tornado sneakers, and these are in the mauve pink. However, they do come in a various range of colors that you can choose from. Personally, you know me, I'm a sucker for hot pink or just anything pink. I'm very specific about the color, the pinks I picked, but these are fantastic. The reason why, again, they do look very much like the Adidas ones, and I hate the Adidas. I cannot wear any Adidas sneakers, Sambas or not Sambas, just because the back of the heel, this portion of it goes up way too high and it just digs in to the back of my leg, and I can't do that. These do not. These are so comfortable. I wore these all day to the zoo, to, you know, shopping, and your feet, and I have terrible feet. I have plantar fasciitis, so I'm very picky about my sneakers. So if you do not like the Adidas Sambas, definitely take a look at these. They do sell them at Free People. I purchased these from Free People full price, but they had a 10% off as a first time purchaser. So I did get a little bit of discount on these. I think they're just really special. So definitely take a look at another brand other than, you know, the Sambas that I've seen everywhere, and I feel like they're just so overdone. Please don't start with the whole Nike Panda shoes. I think they're incredibly ugly. They're just not very sophisticated looking, whereas these are kind of like your Tigers or your Asics. I just like these style a little bit more. The next few items I did purchase from Shopbop, and if you, again, I did post most of these sales on my Instagram photos, and I might have posted them on my YouTube community page. So again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so you can see the best deals that I find and would purchase for myself listed there, and of course on my Instagram stories as well. In any case, Shopbop had a pretty good sale, and I did pick up this Anine Bing shirt for like, I don't know, $60. So that was a pretty good deal. I'm like, why would I pay $60 for a t-shirt? When I received it, opened it up, and I was like, okay, I know why now. The quality of this is much more like if you ever purchase from Zara or Abercrombie, it's just not the same. The material is much thicker. The collar here feels very high quality, and there is a detail right here that you can see. It's just the t-shirt. Originally, I think this was 100 something, maybe 150, $175, but at $65, I think it's worth it. I still probably wouldn't pay $150 for a regular ass t-shirt that just says Bing on there, but if it was $60, I feel like that is justifiable. Again, the quality of this t-shirt is just completely different from your mushy t-shirt from, like I said, Abercrombie or whatnot. I also picked up another pair of sneakers. Don't ask me why I need so many pair of creamy beige sneakers, but it was a good deal. So I jumped on that hoarding, I guess you do call this hoarding, where I'm pretty rough on my shoes. So I want to make sure I have several pairs of backup shoes. Everlane sneakers. This is the Everlane. This is the Anine Bing. They're very similar, but you can see I actually personally like the Everlane a little bit better just because there's more, like I said, texture and design. This one is full leather. It's much heavier. The leather on this is a little bit shinier, and it seems a little bit more plain, very straightforward. You do get the detail of this little Anine Bing logo at the back, so if you care about that. The soles are going to be, it feels much thicker and heavier, more substantial. These are lighter because they are fabric on the inside. This one is going to be completely leather lined, so there is a little bit of difference. This one costs, I think, $110. Originally they were like maybe $500. Don't pay full price. It just pains me. Less than retail, always. And these are relatively comfortable. I think these are even more comfortable, but if you want an Anine Bing kind of logo right there and the details that go right there, then yeah, I get it. I also purchased the Jenny Kane hat for like $30. These retail for like $175, which I think is completely outrageous. And I do wear a lot of hats during the summer just because SPF as well as sun protection. I find that so important nowadays as I'm getting older. Slather on that SPF. But this one is going to be an SPF canvas hat. I do like how it folds flat so that you can pack it with you if you're going on vacation or if you're just taking your dogs out for a walk. I think this is a perfect one for you to kind of have that facial protection as you're walking around outside. I have been interested in Jenny Kane for quite a bit. I just feel like the experience when you go into their store is just like, oh, this feels so California. And I want my house to look at like this. But then with everything I pick up, I was like, oh, that's expensive. Put it back. Look at their purses. I've looked at their purses and I was really close to purchasing one of their purses. Not a fan. The quality is not there for the price that you are paying. The clothing wise, beautiful. I want to wear everything in there and just come out like I'm a Californian. I live by the beach. But then it's just like, oh, this sweater is like $500. Okay, put that back. So yeah, when I found this one for $35, yeah, I was pretty pumped because I think the design is very simple, very straightforward, and you can wear it with like a sweater like this and look with like maybe linen pants. It will look fantastic. Okay, so I've got more jewelry as well as another pair of shoes, and then we'll wrap things up with the handbag that I purchased. Before I do so, do hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Love for you to join my community, my little bubble here, where I talk about the deals. And of course, follow me on Instagram. Let me show you the way of buying things for less than retail whenever possible, majority of the time. Drop a comment down below if you are new here. Let me know so I can welcome you to my channel. And if you are returning, I rely on you. You know what to do. Hit that like button. Tell me which pieces you like the most or you absolutely hate. I want to hear from you. Let's do the jewelry just because they're on top. And I went down a serious rabbit hole, and this particular brand I'm just mesmerized with. And it's called Lubavnash. I can't pronounce it. There's too many vowels and too many non-vowels that are placed next to each other. So I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I did pick up these lab-grown diamonds. I went down a rabbit hole. If you want me to dive in a little bit more on this, let me know, but these were like $99 and they are 1/4 carat ring. Like I said earlier, I am done with moissanite because I had no idea the difference that you see in terms of the shine as well as the sparkleness of lab-grown diamonds. And this is actually what I got for Christmas from my boyfriend because he bought me something else, which I'll go over a different day, that I didn't like. And I told him that I wanted these diamond earrings instead. So they're just regular studs and the pricing is just phenomenal. Again, you're questioning, well, this is a no-name brand. How do you know that it's a legit website to buy from? I went down the Reddit rabbit hole and apparently there's a whole entire thread that talks about this brand. And some jewelers actually, well, they self-proclaimed to be jewelers and they jumped in and said that this is a legit website. So take that for what you will, purchase as your own cost or risk. Not affiliated, it is not sponsored, it is not an affiliate link or anything, but I was pretty happy with this. The customer service is pretty terrible in my experience. The shipping, these took like almost 2 months for them to ship from the time I ordered it. You do have to wait for a while. And then they shipped it in 2 different orders, but then like the order like ticket thing that comes in your shipping package said that there should be 2 items in there, but then no, it's just like I reached out customer service, never heard back from them, but then like a week later the second item showed up in a different shipment. So just be prepared. I'm not saying everybody's going to go through that experience, but be prepared to kind of go through not the best experience. And if that's important to you, maybe don't buy from them. But for me, I was just like, pricing is just fantastic. Look at the second item that I purchased. How beautiful is that? So this is a 7-stone lab-grown diamond. It totals, the total, I guess, carat equates to 2 carats. And the reason why I didn't want to purchase an eternity ring that all of the diamonds that go around, I specifically want one with white gold on the back because it's more comfortable for me, again, with my problematic meaty fingers. It just seems really uncomfortable that I discovered that I don't want all of the diamonds to go all the way around. The shine is just phenomenal. I love this and I was so happy. I kept like, look at my ring, look at my ring, look at this, look at how shiny this is. Oh, we're in an array of sun. Okay, let me go like this. It's so ridiculous. Again, I am a convert. No more moissanite. I only want to go diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, or real diamonds, but mostly lab-grown diamonds. And this was the price, I think, for $400. I'll make sure to pop everything down below. They have a list pricing and then a discounted price. And then for different holidays, they do an extra 30% off. Now, there's not a whole lot of options. I think their majority of their focus is on engagement rings, which I don't really need. I just want something like this, more fashion jewelry. They're more in the spectrum of traditional diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands, or I guess do you call these wedding bands? Eternity bands or anniversary bands? I don't know my terminology. So there aren't a whole lot of creativity or design that you're gonna find with this brand. This is straight up, I want a shiny diamond, I want something traditional. That's what you'll find there. Whereas other brands are going to have more creativity to modular design or more innovative designs. You're not going to find that here. This is straight up no BS. Let's get diamonds going kind of thing, which you can appreciate and get your bang for your buck. But yeah, if you want beautiful jewelry with beautiful designs, you're probably not going to get that here. But I don't have anything traditional like this in terms of diamonds, so I am loving it. I don't know if I'll purchase anything else from them as of right now, just because, again, their designs are kind of boring, and I'm not really into the whole engagement diamond ring kind of thing. So I wish they had more like fun designs, more not fashion jewelry, but more modern designs, where it's not just like, hey, let's get married, let's get down to business kind of thing, you know? The last pair of shoes I want to show you is from Beckett Simone. I believe they are a British brand, and they do work with artisans in Colombia, South America in general, where they do small batch orders. So this took, I want to say, about 5 weeks, which again, sustainability, not overproducing, and just have small kind of production batches from mom and pop indie brands and supporting, you know, the local artisans. I completely appreciate that story. And I picked up this again, before I show you the shoes, this box is super substantial. It is a very hardy box. Usually like the Gola pink sneaker boxes, it's just flimsy. I just want to toss it. Obviously I'm going to toss that one, but I think I want to keep this box here. It's just really nice. Every detail counts when you're purchasing luxury alternatives, again, from these indie brands. But I picked up this pair of mules, very similar to the Gucci horsebit mules, which I never got into. One, it's outrageously priced, and two, they don't fit my feet very well just because I've got very wide feet. Whereas this one, you can order, they're custom, right? So you can order a wider size or go size up. So I chose the regular width, but then size up to 9.5. So again, it says right here, size 9.5, handcrafted in small batches for life's big moments. I read a bunch of reviews before taking the plunge, and all of the reviews did say there is no break-in period. I know some people do have break-in periods for a lot of the mules that they purchase. The bottom of the sole is leather. You've got the different rubbers and the different construction. And again, I didn't just read reviews. I went on YouTube. So there's a couple of YouTubers that shred this in very kind of like Tanner Leatherstein, where they deconstructed the whole entire shoe, and they've been doing this for a long time, and kind of just show you the construction of it. And he just like, this is, for the price that it is fantastic construction. So I was mulling between over this pair versus the Quince one. Ultimately, I picked this one because of the YouTuber I was watching and how beautifully constructed it is. And I do like the design a little bit better. It's much more simple compared to the Quince one. This is a full leather interior lining. And then the back here, the sole right here on where it hits the end of your foot, is just so mushy and padded, so it feels really nice. I walk around, it is really comfortable. However, like the sole right here is all leather. However, it was a little too big. I waited 5 weeks for this, and it's too big for me. I usually think that 9.5 for these mules and these closed-toe shoes work better for me, even though I'm a size 9 in sneakers. So, but I looked in the box, they provide you extra soles. I was like, oh, that's a nice touch. So when I inserted it, it fits perfectly. So again, for the price that these are under, I want to say $150. The level of attention to detail is just phenomenal. You're not going to get that at Gucci. Gucci is just like, oh, your feet don't fit? Tough shit. You're SOL because you're supposed to fit into their shoe. Your shoe is not supposed to fit you. That's my kind of experience when it comes to designer, high-end, big luxury shoes, whereas these are just perfect. So highly recommend, definitely go check that out. They have a bunch of different options other than these mules. All right, the grand finale here is from MZ Wallace. I purchased another one from them just because I was so impressed with their leather bag. Yes, this is going to be a leather bag. So if you haven't seen my Christmas haul, definitely go check that out because I do show a bag that I purchased for my mom, and I haven't given it to her yet because I haven't seen her in a little bit, but I think she's gonna love it. And how surprised I am with MZ Wallace leather pieces. For the price that they are, they need to start producing more leather pieces because most of the leather pieces are sold out on their website. I will link everything down below that I found that are still available. Completely underrated. They need to start making more and not just the nylon pieces. So without further ado, I picked up this most ridiculous metallic hot pink. I think this is the mini Sutton. So apparently I didn't learn my lesson and I have justifications. I got justifications. I did purchase this one in the nylon with a hot pink, beautiful color. I did sell that not too long after just because I didn't reach for it. Reason being is that I feel like the Sutton in the nylon, it's just very disproportionate. I didn't like how it didn't have a whole lot of structure either, just because the nylon portion of it is just so lightweight. And then they do use very substantial hardware when it comes to MZ Wallace pieces. So it just felt very like weighty and then very kind of flimsy with the nylon. It just did not sit well with me for whatever reason. So I decided to give this one another go. Yes, it's pretty much the same silhouette and everything, but because it is leather, the weight of the hardware is going to be evened out, if that makes any sense. So drop a comment down below if that makes any sense for you and if you own the nylon versus the leather. Am I accurate on that? I know they released this bag around the holidays. I don't know if this is a return, but it did sell out already around Christmas time, or maybe they just found more inventory. It looks brand new. There's any issues with this, but when I just was randomly on MZ Wallace's website, I was just like, oh, okay. Yes, I paid, did I pay retail? I think I paid retail for this. Very rare, but I knew this was going to sell out very quickly, so I just made the purchase because I really wanted this hot pink leather bag from MZ Wallace. So I don't need to give you a whole lot of detail other than what the leather smells like. It smells great. I thought the metallic leather is not going to come through, but it does smell like leather. The interior is just an open compartment with a couple of zip compartments in the back with a lot of pockets. That's a thing with MZ Wallace. They've got compartments and little slip pockets for days. It does come with this jacquard fabric strap, which annoys me a little bit because it doesn't match completely. Is it the end of the world? No. It does also come with gold hardware. You know, I have the biggest gripe with Hermes, or just a lot of companies in general where it's pink, they always pair it with silver hardware. It's like, why? I still want my gold hardware. So I do appreciate how it's kind of like a champagne gold. So it's not like the truest gold or anything, but I want my pink pieces to be paired with gold hardware. And it's just so rare to find these nowadays, or just in general. Bottom of the bag is what you expect, except for the vachetta of the MZ Wallace is still going to be same. However, the feet is actually going to be monochromatic with the rest of the bag. So I thought that was super special. So yeah, is this a forever bag? Probably not. This is just scratching my hot pink life, and I don't know how long this hot pink obsession is going to last, but I think this is a really fun piece to be wearing into the spring, into the summer. And that's pretty much it for me. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. I'll see y'all next time.